Hello, my name is Alicia, and I'm going to be talking about Chapter 16, which is going over positive psychology. Now, what is positive psychology? It's from textbook, and I quote, a social and intellectual movement within the discipline of psychology that focuses on human strengths and how people can flourish and be successful. Many psychologists think it's a fad um, because whenever there's a specific thing being spoken about, it might not answer like the question in its entirety, and so like they'll keep moving forward with a different topic in psychology, and so positive psychology is just not seen as like as concrete or as well researched in comparison to other fields of the psychology world. Something that it can be confused with is it being like all about happiness, and it's not. It's just about focusing on the positive parts of life so that people can thrive and again flourish and be successful. Um, you're learning how to appreciate good things by recognizing the not so good elements of life because people are always going to experience and encounter little obstacles that might make life seem like it's a lot harder and you're going to have to struggle a bit. And it's going to also be hard to see that there are plenty of positive things going on in your life that you don't pay attention to because the negatives are so overwhelming. So positive psychology is just focusing on recognizing those hard and like struggle bearing tasks and like realizing how, or not realizing, but coming to a consensus on how you can overcome them. There's a lot of discussion on mood and emotion in this chapter. Mood is a global response to experiences and tend to be more diffuse and pervasive, and they actually last longer than emotions do, which I thought was really interesting. I didn't know. I would have thought that emotions last a little longer, but they don't. Emotions are stronger subjective experiences and much more distinct than moods. I guess what that means is that they are more clear, I guess, sharper than moods are. You could recognize them better because I guess moods can be a little more complex and can be a little bit of a combination of different emotions at the same time. What I found in the textbook was that people that are in good moods anticipate good things happening to them. They make good things happen as well, and they're better at decision making because they're in a good mood. They're more helpful, I guess, easier to converse with, and more agreeable. I guess an example of this is like whenever you are working under someone, like in a restaurant, you're an employee and you have a boss, and you want to ask for a raise, and they seem to be in a good mood, so you'll think, okay, this is a good time to ask because they're in a good mood, and they might agree, be more agreeable with you, or more helpful, understanding, because they're in a good mood, and nothing's like there's no cloud over their head, and they might be not as stressed out on this day than another day or another time. So it would just be a good time to pursue this raise with your boss. um, I guess that makes sense, just connecting dots. If you're in a positive mood, you'll want positive things to happen. Um, there are positive individual traits that can be learned and inherited. Having hope of goals being reached, being optimistic, I suppose. Whenever you want something to be achieved, you have goals and you want them to be successful, you have this hope inside of you thinking, okay, I can do this. I am able to put my best foot forward and achieve this goal that I want achieved. And uh, that's a positive trait that people can have. Resilience. So whenever you encounter an obstacle in your life, you keep pushing forward instead of quitting. That is resilience. Keeping your pace and moving forward throughout your struggles, and having grit and having gratitude for the good and fortunate things that happen in your life. People can be religious and they can be happy to have a God in their lives, or be thankful for things that they have or will have in the future. Thinking in terms of like what's been given to you, and focusing on that instead of what's not being given to you and what you want in the future. So just being grateful. And yeah, there are also, I'll end this with 3 lines of inquiry, which are the legs, if you will, of positive psychology, is what it stands on. And the 3 inquiries are called: 1, positive subjective experiences; 2, positive individual experiences; and 3, positive institutions. And positive institutions can be like quality schooling, like feeling like you're getting the best education you can or enjoying what you're learning. Close-knit families, so when you have a connection, a very strong bond with your family members and feel like you can trust them and feel safe and secure, well supported. Good work environments, whenever you feel like you're thriving in your job or your career, your calling, feeling like you need to be there and you're wanted there and you're doing good work there, quality work. And also safe and supportive communities. And that's it. So thank you.